What's up, my beautiful people? This is your boy Stefan, your Afro-Grenadian ambassador. I welcome you all back to my channel. My subscribers, viewers, I thank you very much. And don't forget to watch all the ads that are placed on my videos. I greatly appreciate it, guys. My apologies if you may be hearing a little bit of background noise. There is some construction work going on near me, so I do hope that I am loud enough and clear enough that you can hear what I have to say. So don't let the background be a distraction. I know sometimes it's not easy, but don't let it focus. I need you guys to focus this with me in this video, because guys, we are living in dangerous times. And guys, I don't want you to be ignorant. Don't be ignorant of the times that we are living in, and at the same time, don't be too comfortable. Put your house in order, because we have a bumpy road, a bumpy journey ahead of us. Things are getting really bad. We are seeing that America, that once used to be a place of unity, a place of humanity and for all, we are seeing that America is turning her backs on her adopted children, so to speak, turning her backs on her friends, pressuring those who she once used to love and embrace. Well, guys, what I am saying is this: the United States is pressuring the Caribbean region, saying that any Caribbean nation, that include ordinary citizen, that includes politicians, any Caribbean nation from any Caribbean island that employs Cuban personnel, in particular doctors, that employs Cuban doctors, they will face sanctions. Yes, guys, you heard me right. They will face sanctions. Now, we know that Cuba is very much dependent on their doctors, and Cuba is known to have a world-class, track record when it comes to medicine. The doctors and the nurses, and Cuba have played a big role in helping other nations in the medical health system, and that is what generates income for Cuba, because Cuba have been placed on so many embargo, have been sanctioned so many times, and there are still sanctions over them. Over 60 years now, Cuba have been fighting sanctions from the that was imposed on them by the United States and Europe, but the United States in particular, that they really depend, their economy depend on sending doctors and nurses to other countries in helping those countries' medical system, and in return they get something for it. Nothing is wrong with that, but we are hearing the United States is saying that Cuba's labor system when it comes to medical care is exploited, and that any Caribbean nation that is working with them will be sanctioned. Now, guys, I have a shocking video for you that was released by a Bayesian, or a politician from Barbados, right? They were speaking in the parliament, and he revealed some shocking details. But before I play this, I'm going to let us read this article that was released by the United States State Department. So it reads: today we announce the expansion of an existing Cuba-related visa restriction policy that targets forced labor linked to the Cuban labor export program. This expanded policy applies to current or former Cuban government officials and other individuals, including foreign government officials who are believed to be responsible for or involved in the Cuban labor export program, particularly Cuba's overseas medical missions. This policy also applies to the immediate family of such persons. the department has already taken steps to impose visa restrictions on several individuals, including Venezuelans, under this expanded policy. So, guys, there you have it. The United States, as we are hearing, this visa restriction or visa sanction is already on the way. Is already on the way. You know, it's already it have already started, and America is saying that anyone and that is found in involved in this, as they said, quote unquote, that the Cuba exported program, the medical exported program, don't really know what they mean, but what they are saying is that the Cuba medical program is not genuine. It is exploited, and it's very strange. The United States is saying these things, but I believe it's an attempt to dismantle Cuba once and for all. They want dominance not only in trade and so, but we are seeing that America wants dominance even in the medical field. But guys, we have to stand strong because America is targeting a lot of Caribbean nations, government officials included, that is a part of this program. They will be sanctioned. Visa restrictions will, or visas, if they have visas, it will be taken away from them, or if they are applying for visa, they will be denied because of such thing. Guys, let me hear your comment and your thoughts in the comment section below. But this is a very, very serious thing because in Grenada, my country, depend heavily on Cuban doctors and nurses. Cubans have been standing with us for a very long time. Cubans have, Grenada has a long-standing relationship with Cuba, and they have played and is playing a major role in our medical. Without Cuban, thank God for Cuban doctors and nurses, our medical system is still in existence, still afloat. Now, let's say, let us put it that way. Let's just draw a reference. If Cuba or if America was to dismantle this overseas mission that Cuba does in helping other countries, especially other Caribbean nations, in the medical system, in sending the doctors and nurses, if America was to dismantle that and seize that program, what will happen to us? What will happen to us? Because there's a lot of places in our health system that requires professionalism, that requires all of these things, and Cubans are the ones who are making this possible. So guys, these are very serious times. Now guys, let me hear what are your comments in the comment section below. Now I want to play, before I go, I want to play the shocking video that was released from a Barbados Parliament session that went on this week. Let us hear this shocking statement that this Barbados politician made. He revealed, he disclosed a shocking information in this tape. So let us take a listen to what he said.
Serve notice on all of us that those of us who have relationships with the medical practitioners, whether it be nurses or doctors, whoever in Cuba, and are going to have them working in your country, will no longer be able to have access to U.S. visas. That is the climate within which we now function. And so therefore it is vitally important that as strangleholds are applied on areas and to countries with whom we have been able to build partnerships, that we ensure we have a menu of options.
So now let me play it again. For those of you, right, who may have not quite get it or may have not grasped what is going on here, let me play this video for you Again,
United States of America serve notice on all of us that those of us who have relationships with the medical practitioners, whether it be nurses or doctors, whoever in Cuba, and are going to have them working in your country, will no longer be able to have access to U.S. visas. That is the climate within which we now function. And so therefore it is vitally important that as strangleholds are applied on areas and to countries with whom we have been able to build partnerships, that we ensure we have a menu of options.
this is what is going on. This is the reality of things. This Bayesian minister from Barbados, all right, disclosed in Parliament this week that America, the United States, have served notice to them. I don't know who is the them. I don't know if it's only if it's specifically for Barbados or the Caribbean, but I want to believe the entire Caribbean. They have served notice that any Caribbean minister, politician, leaders that is working with Cuba and the medical system, they will be sanctioned in regards to visas and probably other things. So guys, there you have it. Let me hear your comment below. God bless you. Take care. Until next time.